My name is Craig Winship, and I'll be your adjunct professor for this course. I wanted to make sure that there was a couple of things that you understood about the course going forward. One of the things, and these are coming off your schedule and some of these things off your syllabus. One thing is that with most courses at the University of West Alabama throughout the summer at the fall and spring terms, is that things are due on one particular day of the week. In the summer term, it's not necessarily that easy. With us, we have an extra week's worth of material to get accomplished in our term this summer. So your assignments are going to be due every fifth day. All of those dates and times are located in your schedule, and those won't change unless something major happens. And if that does, I'll let you know as soon as possible. A lot of things like your midterm exam and your final exam won't become visible to you until 5 days before the test, so that we can't go quite that far. I wanted to make sure that there's a few things that you understood. The first thing is that every 5 days you're responsible for either 2 or 3 chapters out of your book to make sure that you understand that information. Uh, Please don't wait until the last minute or even skip chapters, because this is the information that will be found on your midterm exam and on your final. We do provide PowerPoints that go over a lot of the information that we'll be using in each chapter, but that doesn't substitute for the reading. So make sure that you are following on the course. And I understand there are many things that come up during the summer, but a lot of those things we can plan for and move around: vacations, a second job, making sure you're watching the kids. All those things are necessary. But in this course, you chose to take this course to help yourself get either more qualified for the courses that you are already teaching, or to move yourself towards your degree or your certification. So please make sure that you put the work in. Make sure that you plan enough time throughout the week that you can accomplish all the objectives and the activities that are in front of you. This is not a course that's designed to take a week or a weekend to finish. So if you've fallen way behind in the course, there's not going to be a time at the very end where you can do 4 weeks worth of work. Make sure that you're staying on track and on task, and making sure that you're getting this stuff done. And the reason that we put the deadlines in is not to punish anybody that's got other things going on, but we're all in this for your students. The ones that you have now are the ones that you will be having in the future. And it's our job and my job at the University of West Alabama to make sure that you are prepared and that you are ready for the challenge that comes with being in front of a classroom full of kids. They're going to rely on you for their information. They're going to rely on you for their accommodations. They're going to rely on you for structuring the class. And all of these things are accomplished throughout this course and several others that you'll be taking or have taken at the University of West Alabama. So please don't look at this as a course that you're going to want to cram the last minute for and just throw out quickly written papers and whatnot. Make sure that you are taking time to get the knowledge necessary to help these kids that are going to be in your classroom. There's nothing worse than someone that's unprepared. So make sure that you are prepared by learning all the information that's in front of you. That assignments are due on midnight of the date listed in your course schedule. It's also going to be in Blackboard under your assignments. All of your assignments are located in the learning module, whichever one we are currently in. Make sure that you're looking through there to find where you submit. If you'll notice on there that there is a scoring rubric that is attached to each submission page. If you want to make an A, if you want to get all your points, click on your submission on your rubric and see what I'm going to be scoring, because all of my grades will come from that grading rubric. If you want to see what it takes to make an A in any one assignment, make sure that you're checking that so that you can see exactly what I'm looking for in the course. I feel like I've taken away all the things that are not being used in the course anymore. If you come across an assignment that I missed, please ask me about it so that I can tell you that no, this is not something, or if there's an error, I can fix it. I don't think there are any, but you never know. So let's make sure if you see something that's there was a resource binder used to be in this course. I believe I've removed all the references to that. But if you find something and you're not sure about it, let me know, and I'll tell you what we see. Next thing is make sure like I said a while ago, you've got things that will come up during the summer that most of the time we can plan for. sick kid that comes up, or you have to go to the hospital, or there's a death in the family. Those are things that we can't really plan on. If you find that you're going to be out of class, or you're not going to be meeting your deadlines, let me know before the deadline comes through. Uh, Once you've gone past the deadline, it's a minimum of 20% off the assignment. After a week, there will be no scoring the assignment. That will remain zero. If you're going to have if problems do arise, make sure that you have proper documentation in the form of doctor's note, a hospital note, or whatever is appropriate to your situation, and then I get that before the deadline of the assignment has passed. If there's any other problems, I need to know that immediately. My computer broke. Uh, I've had red Kool-Aid spilled on my computer. Wi-Fi went down. Things like that. There's no documentation for things like that. That's just and in your syllabus it says that the University of West Alabama is not responsible for bad connections or broken computers or whatnot. So if you see that there's a problem, you need to let me know immediately so that I can help you. If you have a problem with Respondus Lockdown browser not working, or if you have a problem with your Grammarly.com account, which I'll go over again a little more in just a sec, make sure you fill out a help desk ticket the moment you see a problem. That is the documentation of any technical issues. Waiting 2 weeks and then turning in something late and saying, I'm sorry, I was out of town, I can't help you on that. And here's why. It's not trying to be punitive. I'm not trying to make you feel bad about what you're doing or hope that you fail, because I don't. No one at University of West Alabama hopes that you fail. We all hope that you are the best teacher that you can possibly be, and that you're super successful in your classroom and your kids just bloom in with your teaching and with your structure. But you got to do your part. We want you to be the best you can be, and with that comes responsibility. When you get into your classroom, if you're not in there yet, but if you're going, even if you are in there, you're going to have expectations of your kids to turn in work on time. I have the same with you guys. Please make sure that you budget enough time during the summer, during our hectic time of rest and relaxation and other third jobs and all the good stuff. Make sure that you're budgeting enough time to get this thing done. It's not necessarily about every single point. It's about every single topic. We want to understand how to write an IEP. We want to understand how do I deal with someone that has exceptionality in my classroom. These are things that we want to be prepared for, and that doesn't happen well when it's a cram session the night before something's due. So make sure you're putting the effort into it. I promise you, your students in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years, in 30 years will greatly benefit from the best teacher you can be. And it gets easier as you go, 100%. Experience is a wonderful thing. The more you have, the more problems that you understand. But you got to get the information at the beginning. We don't want to learn lessons in year 10 that we should have learned in some of our studies. So make sure you do the best you can in all of this. And that's the overview of a couple of things that have come up the most in the last semester or two. If you have any problems, my cell number and my email address are located in the About Your Teacher. Please make sure that you check that out. If there's a problem, give me a text, give me an email. I'll respond to emails and texts within 24 hours. That's a promise. My goal is always to get your papers graded before the next round is due, and I will do my best to be on time with that, and I think I'll accomplish that for you. But if you have any troubles, please let me know. If you have any technical problems, please fill out a help desk ticket immediately. I did mention Grammarly.com. I do grade your grammar because you, as a teacher, will be turning in notes to the office. You'll be sending home notes, and we want you to be the best that you can be in sending and communicating and sending things home. If your paper is sent to a parent and it's loaded with grammar errors, the parent's going to understand that there's a problem because you're the teacher and you're supposed to be able to handle this stuff. No one expects you to be perfect, but the University of West Alabama has provided you with a free Grammarly.com premium account. All you have to do is go to Grammarly.com, type in your UWA username and password, and it will pop right up for you. I grade simply through there for grammar on the grammar tab. I don't take any points off for the tab that says another way to rephrase this or another word you could have used here. I'm grading simply on the grammar and then on your content. If you have any troubles, please let me know.